he's got two choices. He can be a tragic hero and say that I had some personality excesses. People called me crass and crude, but I got this agenda. We were successful, and now I paved the way for a new Republican Party. But the very Sturm und Drang of that process made me unelectable, or made me not going to be the right, and I'm going to ride off in the sunset and rest on my laurel. Or if he wants to stay current, then he's got to shift attention from himself to the agenda. I know that he has great confidence in himself, but he can say that I gave you this agenda. And everybody seems to agree that we have to restore the industrial capacity of the United States. We've got to be tough on China. We've got to have a border that's secure. We have to have a deterrent foreign policy. We have to have a responsible monetary policy. We've got to pump oil and gas. And people were not talking about it like I was. And now we're all on the same page. So as long as people agree with this agenda that I have established, the personalities, myself included, are not so important. And I think that would be wise for him to do that. Ironically, he would get more credit if he were to do that. But if he takes the third alternative, and that's what you hinted at, and he keeps dwelling on the injustices that were done to him, he's kind of like a Sophoclean Ajax, where the entire play is about all the wrongs that people did to Ajax, all of which were legitimate criticism. Everything he says has legitimate grounds, but it doesn't matter now. The matter is the future of the United States and the world.
Yeah.
And so
it really is that big, isn't it,
yes.
Victor?
The problem is he's put himself into a paradox where the effort to get justice, even if he were to achieve it, would be such a distraction and such controversy that his agenda would be overshadowed. And there's people all over the United States that need that agenda. And it would be fascinating to see that agenda voiced by a lot of legitimate candidates that he would run against and debate against, because it would put, say, for example, the left and the never-Trumpers in a very strange position, because they wouldn't fixate on Donald Trump alone.
Yeah.
And what would the never-Trumpers say? They'd say, we've been conservatives all our life, but the fingerprints of Donald Trump on the agenda made it unpalatable. But now he's not there. This candidate has these positions that we've sort of supported all our life, and I would like to see what they're saying. My suspicion is they've gone left. And that would put them in a dilemma, because they wouldn't want to say, Tom Cotton, Ron DeSantis, Mike Pompeo, pre-Trump, these are the people that I would want. I don't think they would want them now. So there's all these questions that we want answered. And I think the left there are people on the left that are warning the left now, and they're saying, in these quasi-illegal things, and blatantly illegal, and you saw Sam Harris, the left-wing intellectual, said, you know what, the laptop was all fake. We knew that the objections that it was Russian disinformation were fake. It was an authentic laptop, but it didn't matter that the FBI and the DNC and the left colluded with social media, because their ends of getting rid of Donald Trump were morally justifiable, these means. And so they are fixated on Donald Trump, and yet there are people in the left and the Democratic Party that will say, be careful, because in your pursuit of destroying Donald Trump's viability, you're going to empower other people that might be more effective emissaries of this agenda.